Hello, could you quickly tell me what your name is and what sort of company you used to own?
Yeah, I'm Terry Priest. My business was building design and I was in practice for 40 years.
Could you explain to me why you decided to sell your business and a little bit about the background and how you decided to choose Advent Business Sales?
I had reached the age of 65 and I was advised that I could sell the business through an agency. I selected an agency and unfortunately I was not impressed at all by their lack of service and their hard selling technique. So that fell apart and I carried on working for another 5 years and then decided that now was the time that I should consider selling the business. I did some brief exploration and I came up with Advent.
Okay, so you then decided to sell your business through Advent despite a bad experience with another agent prior.
I decided that I would have discussions with the Advent representative and we made an appointment. A very pleasant gentleman came to see me. He was helpful. He did not put undue pressure. There was no, you must sign here. It was all very, very civilised. So I decided at that time to place the sale of my business in the hands of Advent.
And once you placed the sale with Advent, how long did it take them to find you the person who eventually purchased the business from you?
I had, over the period of 2 or 3 months, 3 prospective purchasers. 2 I don't think were desperately serious, they were just exploring, but they came up then with one gentleman that seemed to be keen. So I suppose 2.5 to 3 months before I had a reasonably positive reaction from a prospective purchaser.
And then I understand that you spent almost 6 months negotiating and then at solicitors more to do with the lease problem before completion actually occurred?
The period of time was based around the agreeing to a purchase contract. There was an element of problem with the lease that had to be ironed out for the one office that we let. Generally speaking, it was toing and froing between myself, my purchaser and his solicitor. We also had a problem that because business had gone down a little, we had to renegotiate the original asking price. So generally speaking, probably mainly due to a slow legal process. It took some time. It also was a situation where, although yes I wanted to sell the business, but there was no desperate urgency, so I wasn't pushing it too hard.
So Mr. Priest, at the end of the day, were you happy with the service that Advent, between Frank or Steve Dronfield, the service that you received from Advent's offices, was it in line with your expectation?
Advent were obviously instrumental in finding me the eventual purchaser, which was the main thing. Apart from that, it was probably I was impressed, as I said earlier, I was impressed with the gentleman that came to see me initially, Frank. He seemed an honest guy, he'd got experience in the construction industry, and I could live with the reality of what he was telling me. Through the process, I had regular phone calls from Steve, and these were just chatty, supportive calls. It all helped to know that somebody was still perhaps caring what happened, not just expecting it to turn over and give them some fees. It was almost a family relationship in a strange way.
Mr. Priest, would you have any issues at recommending the services of Advent Business Sales to fellow business colleagues or other business colleagues?
None at all.
Mr. Priest, thank you very much. All the best for your retirement.
Thank you.